Quarantine daily routine. It's your boy Tanner Gott, and each day I'm going to be sharing a video of the different habits that I've drilled into my daily routine that have quickly improved the quality of my life. I'm hoping to reach those out there who want to use this time in quarantine to practice new constructive activities in hopes for when this is all over, we head back out in the world, new improved versions of ourselves, ready to fucking get it. If that's you, stay with me. If not, back to them TikTok dance videos. A little side note, all the habits I share are in sequential order from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I go to sleep. And this is habit numero uno, habit one. It's the first battle of the day. And it's the habit of not checking my phone for the first 2 hours after I wake up, AKA the Mr. Miyagi. Let me give you a little background to how this habit came to be. When I started the self-improvement quest, when I was tired of the old me and I wanted more, I did something I suggest to anybody do who wants to get to know themselves better, who wants to identify the habits, both good and bad, and find where improvement can be made. I logged a time journal, which for 3 days I noted everything I did minute by minute, then I added all the time spent in each activity. If anybody thinks they don't have time to add something in their day, I suggest they try this exercise. I was shocked. The stats don't lie. I couldn't believe how much time I was spending on my phone, especially on social media and email. This was definitely an area that needed improvement. The time journal allowed me to find the root of where a large chunk of time was being wasted on my phone. I don't know if you're like me, but I use my phone as an alarm clock to wake up in the morning. After I turn off my alarm, having the phone in my hand, I immediately get the impulse to check my phone, hop on social media, and see what's up. This takes me on a journey from post to picture to video to YouTube to email. I'm basically in a trance until I pull myself out when I realize I've wasted all my free time and now I gotta hurry off to work or whatever's next. I had to swap this morning phone binge out for something more productive. How you spend your time is an investment, and I couldn't justify it. You have to look at each habit of your daily routine, much like you would look at the exercise in your workout. So the first habit of the day was introduced. No phone for the first 2 hours of the day. I'll now use this time to prime myself for the day I visualize my highest self would have. On the surface, this habit appears to just be an early morning sacrifice, but it packs a punch. I've nicknamed this habit the Mr. Miyagi because it reminds me of his teaching philosophy. If you've ever seen Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi had Daniel-san doing these busy work tasks such as wax the car, paint the fence. Daniel thought he was Mr. Miyagi's slave, but he would soon learn that through these chores, he was drilling movements and techniques that would become the framework of Mr. Miyagi's self-defense style. So let's take a look on what the return is for the investment of not checking the phone for the first 2 hours of the day. Let's see what it gives us and what characteristics are we drilling every day that will end up being the framework in becoming new, improved versions of ourselves. First thing this habit gives is time. If you plan on introducing several habits into your daily routine, you're going to need to find time. This gives us 2 hours to focus our attention on whatever we choose. And as you'll see in these upcoming videos, several of the new habits in my new daily routine are in this time span. Second thing this habit gives you is willpower. Willpower is like a muscle and needs to be worked to strengthen. Saying no to the impulse to check that little red dot is so strong that each time I succeed, I'm strengthening my willpower muscle, which I save up as fuel to pull myself through a long, productive day. So to recap, this habit gives us time and willpower, which are essential items that you need to work new habits into the routine. Now let's take a look at what characteristics I'm drilling into my character. Self-discipline is thought of as an essential characteristic of the most successful individuals. Each morning there's a battle. Will I succumb to the quick fix of checking my phone, or will I hold out for the long reward, using the time instead to shape myself into the highest version? This morning ritual has me saying yes to the good shit and no to the bullshit all day. This habit is also drilling self-control into my character. So many times I'll check my email or messages and someone or something is wanting my immediate attention, hijacking my day and whatever I had planned. I am practicing being proactive rather than reactive to every unknown variable thrown at me through the day. I'm also able to control my mood. I can't tell you how many times my day has started off on the wrong foot because of something I saw on social media. Now I have 2 hours to prime myself into a strong, positive state before anything tries to chip away at me. A happy life to me is waking up excited about what I have in store for the day. It'll never be found jumping on my phone to see what everybody else is up to. By not checking my phone for the first 2 hours of the day, using that time instead constructively, I'm choosing to start the day off as a boss rather than reactive all day like a slave. Change your ways to change your days.